Hi, Chris. This is probably the fourth time I've recorded this, so see if we can't get this one to actually upload. Interesting case. Thank you very much for sharing it. I was struck by a couple of things while listening to this. The first one was just out of curiosity, why did they decide to change the diagnosis from schizoaffective disorder bipolar type to schizophrenia? I mean, typically when I see changes on my unit, it's the other way around. So I was wondering if there was what the thought process was there. So just curious. And secondly, our classmates have talked about some other you know topics that I thought were really quite interesting, particularly Danielle's post. But I wanted to talk about the patient's impulsivity, which seems to have really caused problems for him for an extended period of time. The hypersexuality and his aggression, these are all impulsive type behaviors. And, I mean, he was in prison, you said, at 19, and, he's gotten booted out of places to live. So I feel like the impulsivity is really the initial primary issue if we want to keep him housed so that he can potentially get well. And one of the things that we've used on our unit and that there's evidence for in the literature is naltrexone. So you can give naltrexone to patients who are hypersexual, and it does tend to help. So that would be my suggestion, is to try that. And I've attached an article to my post, a reference for that. But naltrexone, I've seen it work really well to curb the impulsive behaviors. And then I ran it through my LexiComp app and checked compatibility with all the meds that I think he's on. I was a little unclear if it was just that meds were added or if something was taken away. But everything that I was able to list, I ran through, and naltrexone is compatible with it. So that would be my suggestion. And as far as, how much or how far you go for a patient, I think that, I don't know that any of us can really answer that. I think you give it your best, and you also remember that you have to take care of yourself. So, leave it at work when you can, because if you don't, create some limits, you will wear yourself out. But again, I think if we can do something with the impulsiveness, that will really go a long way towards securing a home environment that's safe and supportive and will allow him to hopefully heal to his greatest ability. Anyways, thanks so much for sharing your patient with us.